Hi guys, it's Christy with Your Insurance Explained, and today we are talking policy organization. The first thing that you need to know about policy organization is that it needs to be simple. It needs to be so simple that anybody could figure it out. If somebody needed some policy information and you didn't happen to be there or they couldn't get in touch with you, you need to make sure that they're able to find it. I do recommend you keep digital files of all of your policies and store them on your computer and on a cloud service. They need to be stored in several different places, but I also recommend having your policy documents printed out so that if something would happen to you and you're not able to give a person your password or instructions on how to get into these services or your computer, they can get to the information that they need. For your paper files, what I recommend is just a regular hanging file folder. I have this labeled insurance. I have this labeled insurance. Inside I have manila file folders labeled with each of the different types of insurance. Now in the file folders, you're gonna have two documents that you keep forever. And those two documents are your original signed policy document and your policy. Your company will probably send you a paper copy of your policy, even if you're getting all of your other information electronically. And your signed policy document, you may have an actual document or you may have that digitally, but I recommend going ahead and printing those out. The paperwork that's going to change at each renewal is your renewal paperwork and your declarations page. I have a separate video on declarations pages and what exactly they are, but real quick, a declarations page is a 1 to 2 page summary of your policy. When you get renewal paperwork, you're going to get a new declarations page and new renewal paperwork. When that happens, take the old declarations page and renewal paperwork, shred those, and put the new ones in. Another thing you may get with your renewal paperwork is called an amendment. The amendment will say it's an amendment at the top of the page, and it is an actual change to your original policy. Now they may send out these amendments if they're changing the policy, maybe clarifying some language on the policy, or let's say they had a name change. Those amendments need to stay with your policy because they're a change to the actual original policy. So this is another forever piece of paper. Attach it to your original policy and it just stays with it. Life insurance policies are a little different. They have all the same basic things in them. However, they're called something different. So for your life insurance policy, you will have your life policy. And then you'll also have something each year that you get called an annual statement. The annual statement is like a declarations page for your life insurance policy. It gives you all the information about the policy and the current policy values. When you get your new annual statement, take the old one and shred it, and then put the new one in your folder. Life insurance policies can also have amendments. So if you see an amendment, you want to attach that to your policy and it stays with it forever. When it comes to organizing your car insurance information inside your car, there are tons of different ways to do it. Sometimes your agent will give you a little poly folder in it to keep it safe. If they don't do that, you can get your own poly folder. This is a coupon folder I got from Dollar Tree. If you have separate roadside assistance insurance, you want to keep that card where you can find it. In the event that you do need roadside assistance, you're probably going to be a little flustered or frustrated and you are not going to want to have to search for this card. Because this is clear, I actually put that where I can see it. And then you're going to want to have the same information that you always need: current insurance card and registration. When you get a new insurance card, take the old one out, put the new one in. This keeps everything all in one place in your glove box and it's just nice and thin. So the last thing I want to talk to you about is how to organize information that you receive during a claim. You're going to have a lot of information coming at you. You may have police reports, all kinds of estimates, bills, receipts, pictures. So this is a really simple way to keep all of that stuff handy and organized. So if you need it, or if say your adjuster needs it, or your vendor needs it, or your agent needs it, you've got it all in one place. What I recommend is getting one of these poly folders from the Dollar Tree. They're great, they're only $1, and they're so much sturdier than the paper folders. And they have the nice pockets, so you don't have to worry about something falling out, like with a manila folder. I like the ones with the brads, so I can put the little zipper pouch in there to keep receipts and a thumb drive of any pictures or electronic correspondence about the claim. And in here, you're gonna wanna keep your estimate from your insurance adjuster. You're gonna wanna keep any accident reports, police reports, or fire department reports. And you do want to get a copy of this from yourself. Your insurance company is probably not going to get a copy of it for you. They're going to get a copy for themselves, and they may or may not give you a copy of that. But you need to go to the police department, the fire department, whatever, and get your copy for you. You're gonna also wanna go into your filing system and get a copy of your current declarations page. And if this is a claim for any theft or storm damage, you're also gonna wanna have a list of any items that were stolen or damaged. You're also going to want to keep the estimates from your vendors. Now, once you've decided on a vendor, say you decide to go with vendor 2, you can take the estimate from vendor 1 and shred it. You don't need to keep that information. But the vendor that you're using, you do need to keep their original estimate so that you can make sure that they're not overcharging you for anything. And then you do want to keep any bills. You are also going to want to make copies of any checks you receive from the insurance company. So the final things that you'll want to put in here are any paid in full bills from your vendors, or any final paperwork that you get from your insurance company. And then this can slide right into your insurance folder. I hope that was helpful, and leave any comments that you have below.